Hey guys, how's it going? My name's Indoles and welcome back to Agrarians, guys. In the last episode we boosted our big reactor, and holy crap, that's a lot of energy. The laser is working so fast now. I haven't actually come up here and checked it in a while. Still 100% full. We are making enough energy that it's not actually... Why is there... I still don't know why there's... Yeah, let's... It should only be inlet mode. This should be outlet. I don't know. But does it still have 100%? Yeah, alright. So, we have an amazing reactor now. It's working really well. My mouse is... The mouse cord is not behaving. I think I still have that stuff. Let's go ahead and take this stuff. As you can see, I have some Thaumcraft stuff in my inventory. I've been working with that. But that thing is going so fast. It's amazing. Slowly but surely we're getting the right ores that we need for the hoarding quest, but we'll get it when we do. I'm not in too much of a rush. We've already got all the cobalt we need. Just kind of waiting on some of the other stuff. But as you can see in this chest, we've got quite a bit of gold. These two are going to be a while, but I've got the 8 cobalt we need. That's a chest full of stuff that we're going to do today. And I still have this temporary just until I get those ores that I need. That's my last ardite, I believe. I'm not going to worry too much about it. If it fills up, it fills up. I've added more space on here. It fills up way too quickly. So lapis, so we need no more ardite. So, as you can see, we have a lot of stuff ready for today, and the first thing I want to do is, before I do anything like that, I want to show off that we are still working on the sewage, 75%. The milk is also going to be a while. I'm just letting this run for now. I can always breed more cows, but we've got 15,000 wood, so that's going to take a while. We're getting a good amount of candles. Tomatoes, we're getting there. All of it, we're slowly getting there. Let's grab this before we get poisoned. I don't want to get poisoned. I've been slowly trying to work on getting the steel key wisps. As you can see, I have 10 right now. One thing I want to do, which I forgot about in the last episode, I needed the buckets, so I want to fill this in with water so that the mobs don't die, and that the grinder is what actually kills them. All these barrels are fine. I have a ton of villagers over here. I'm getting away from that. I was working on getting blood magic stuff ready, and I just spawned a bunch of them. So I'm like almost out of my what's it called? The mob essence is relatively low, but it's not a huge issue, and this is relatively low. I actually upgraded a couple of the wirings in the area just because of how much power I was actually drawing. And since this is here, let's go ahead and get some more dirt compressed up. I'm gonna do one more. And this is gonna take a little bit of time to get done, but I mean, we're about halfway there. I think we only need one, but with the blood magic, I have 100,000 life points in my soul network, so that's incredibly nice. We're gonna need that today. So first things first, soul sand is a quest to manual submit a stack. I have plenty of soul sand. Now we need 10,000. So I'm gonna go ahead and get, let's get a couple stacks of sand going in here. It's an actual full heart, so let's use that. I didn't want to do that. Eventually we are going to put a fluid bust on that so we can use it in our main system. The reason being is I want to be able to make food items very, very quickly. So we got some more silky propolis. We've got a lot of stuff, ores and whatnot that I need to work on, but one of the things that I want to do real quick, just a simple crafting, is I want to go ahead and make this Mutatron. So I've got all the stuff for it. It was most of the stuff you've already seen. I've actually taught my AE system how to make most of this. So the Mutatron. Why am I in cheat mode? I shouldn't be. So there we go, Mutatron. And that's going to be, we will get to that in another episode when I start doing bees a little bit more methodically, more automated up there with the power. I need to get a power source up there, but I'll get that fairly soon. I'm trying to think. We need an alveary sieve and a sieve upgrade. So the alveary sieve, I don't know how to spell alveary. There we go. The alveary sieve is relatively difficult to make because it takes 3 of these woven silk, which takes 9 silk whiffs. So that's going to be 27, and then the sieve upgrade is going to take another, what is that, 7? So we're going to need 34 in total, and I've got 11 right now. So that's going to be a little while. And then once we get those two, I'll go ahead and make all these, and then I can choose which one of these. I actually, so one of the other things I did, which I will show off real quick, is I made another trading post over here, and I've captured a lot of different villagers. This guy, gives me order shards, and I can get emeralds pretty easily from him. But then I've also seen something backed up over there. Is it still chopping down leaves? I hope not. I hope I turned that off. I do that every once in a while. Shear leaves is no. But what's full? Oh, sludge. I do want to take as many of these. That's not good because that can potentially lead to mobs spawning. Which means, oh, this is full. Let's take all the sand and all the dirt and the soul sand. Yeah, that's not good. So that will hopefully catch up. Let's just put the dirt in there. I'll go ahead and put all this sand over here, and I need to automate that a little bit better. Let's put the soul sand in there, because what I will do is something like, there's 50, 53, there's 100. So I just need a lot of that. And let's quickly look in here. It's almost filled. I've been taking just the nether ores. Got more cobalt. We've hidden a lot of cobalt, which is great, but not what I need at this point. So iron, gold, the rest can go over here. and I will process this stuff off camera. I'll probably make a bunch of the stuff that I need later, like the jelly cryothium and even the pyrotheum dust. I'll make that off camera, and then just kind of smelt it up on camera. To be honest, I don't have too much ready at this point. I'm still just kind of waiting on that, but I need to do more. I need to record more episodes, so I've been trying to find just different things to do. I can work on the bees a little bit off camera, and I might do that between this episode and next, just to try to mainly get through with all this stuff. But we're going to do something very fun today. And so one of the next quests for You're a Wizard, Steve, is this ritual of binding. So we need a bound blade. Now we're almost done with the blood magic portion of this, and I've been working on the Thaumcraft, which we'll get into in just a little bit. I've hit a little bit of a snag, which hopefully we can remedy this episode. But we need, in order to do the ritual binding, if we pull down the this. Now, if you just right-click, or is it left? Oh no, it's a tooltip. It will tell you what you need. So I need 8 blank stones, air stones, all these other stones. In total, I need 8 plus 16, so I need 32. I have 16 ritual stones. Now these aren't terrible to make. It's going to take these reinforced slates, which is just a blank slate with blood, and a blank slate is just stone with blood, which is why I have so many villagers over there. So it's like this, and I've hopefully measured it out correctly. And then we just put our... Can't be the magician. It's got to be the apprentice, which I think that's a tier 2. Yeah, this one's higher, but it requires this one. So there's our ritual stones. Now I have 36. What I need though in the center is a master ritual stone. So that is what actually allows me to do the ritual, and that one takes this, and it's just 4 ritual stones and some obsidian, so that's not difficult at all. So there's one last thing that we need. This ritual will not work unless we have a weak activation sigil, or sigil? I don't know. Sigil? Weak activation crystal. So in order to get that, we need a lot of blood and a tier 3, which we have, but we need this lava crystal. We also need this flux electrum blend, which I don't have any, but it's just some flux electrum and pyrotheum dust. So let's make that real quick. I've got everything prepared, hopefully. So that should be done in just a second. So we need to make this lava crystal, which is why I have all 3 buckets of lava. So let's just go ahead and set that up. It's like that, and then it's what? The diamond in the middle and the glass on the sides. Not too difficult. And I believe it was that. So I was debating, this ritual was going to take up some space. Nope, it's the other one. Right? What's in the middle? Oh, it's the weak blood orb, which I believe I have in here. That's kind of annoying, but we get our buckets back, which is nice. Which I want 1. We'll go over and that's what I was missing. Okay, I had 1 extra. I had 1 item missing, and I couldn't figure out what, and it was the bucket. So we get come over here, and I wonder how much blood we have in here. Almost enough. So what I've been doing, I have a little bit of time, hopefully. I've added some speed runes to the thing, throw those in there because I don't think I need them. But what I've been doing is I've been coming over here and basically I take a villager, place him. Place him down, see if he has anything good, and kill. Okay, come on, why aren't you... I don't know why he's not... There we go. Let's just do... a couple more. Oh, there it is. I have a few of those. So let's just grab this thing and get out of there. Alright, so now that I can hear myself again, we have everything I need, and I was debating whether or not I wanted to place a make a new platform for this, but I don't think I do. I think I'm just going to place that there, and then I believe if I right click, if I just continuously right click, it's going to take up some of my life essence, as you can see. So I have 1329. I guess not. But it's going to do... And I can't click on it anymore. I believe it's finished? No. Yeah, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I guess I had 8 extra for some reason. I guess I did my math wrong. Oh well. So, now, I believe what I need to do, let's see if it says in our book, because I'm not actually sure. I've never done a blood magic ritual. Activate it and then run like hell. Okay. Because there's going to be a pyrotechnic show. So, alright. Activate. And then throw. It's not working for some reason. I heard a zombie. Yeah, why is there a zombie over here? Alright, so something's not working. And I'm not sure what. I wonder if these torches are what's causing it. I wonder if I did count right. So let's go back to Ritual of Binding. Let's break one of these. Alright, so seems to be good. And do I not have enough? Alright, so that worked. And scared the crap out of me. So we have our bound blade. So right now it's deactivated. And I think that was it. So we're going to need a lot of stuff for the later stuff, but those runes of sacrifice are very... So the augmented capacity, That's painful, but I can make those. Runes of Sacrifice aren't actually that bad to make. This Flux Electrum Dust is not terrible to make. Just some Electrum with some close from yeah, some redstone. So that's not bad at all. Let's hit F7. I don't know how that zombie spawned, to be honest. But let's get rid of these ritual blocks. And you know, part of me wonders if it spawned over here. He was down below, which makes me think I don't know. I don't know where he spawned. Anyways, so we have a bound blade now. You know, I'm going to take the reward bag. And now we need a large bloodstone brick. Let's get this. Let's clean up our inventory just a little bit. Let's not put things in here. So it's an epic bag, which is nice. Let's just place this like there. Let's eat. Bow. Okay, we don't need the ritual thing anymore with the activation or that. Let's see what's in the bag. That's nice. Some bee stuff, especially the Oblivion frames. Those are really nice for breeding. These guys have. Alright, so they should go in here. I'll get to those after a bit. So, as you can see, let's get some monsters to stay. Let's just go around and grab that will be fine. Alright. Let's just go through and I heard the peck. This guy sounds weird to me. Let's go grab some more half slabs. I should have some. Not in there. Some wooden ones there. Yeah, I have plenty. Let's make this a little nicer. Let's do that. And let's just all the way around. Actually, I think the top will be better. You know, it doesn't really matter if there's a torch in here or not. Let's put it along the top. Rather than the bottom. That way I can see their feet. And that should be fine. Now put some water there. Now I want to grab some water. I'm just going to make an infinite spring just because I don't want it to cause any lag or anything. Everything should fall down and that should be an infinite spring. Let's go up and look. It appears to be. I don't hear any flowing water, so good enough for me. Good way to test is just take some water. I always like having water anyways, so let's put those and everything else away. Let's go put, actually, let's keep this on the bar. So if we look at our quests right now, let's get away. So now the guys will fall and I'll actually get to grind them. So we need a 4 large bloodstone bricks. So let's look up large bloodstone brick. It requires a weak blood shard, which I can actually duplicate those. So a weak blood shard. Well, to get those, I need to activate my sword. Now here's the thing. I have 98,000. So we shift, click. I swing the sword. I guess it doesn't. There we go. It's gonna take. All of these swings are gonna take. Durability. So let's actually, and then if I don't have it, or not durability, but do that. Oops, wrong sword. So there we go, we got a blood shard. Get a couple, just for fun. They're not too uncommon. You know what, I shouldn't actually be doing it at this. That's so. Oh hey, we did get a couple. Let's turn that back on. And let's deactivate this. So, having it activated is not bad, it's just not good, because it's going to use, let me get away from these monsters. I'm hungry now. It's not good because it's going to use a lot of your blood, your life network stuff, and that's not good, but, it is incredibly powerful. I think it's stronger than the diamond sword. 12 attack damage, so it is really, really, really powerful. You just have to watch how much you use it. But we have these weak blood shards, so let's do just 1 to 1. We get a bunch of bloodstone bricks and submit those, and that's all we need. So left or right? Let's go left. We get a yellow heart canister, which is nice. Another full heart, and we have these bloodstone bricks, which can do different things with them. I believe that they're needed to make the altar tier 4. So the next tier, I need another ring of runes, and then pillars similar to that with bloodstone bricks on the top. So that's something we're going to do relatively soon. But we're almost out of things to do, which is good because I'm almost out of time. Let's real quick see. This is full. It is. Let's take all these nether ores. What is our potion, by the way? Ooh, instant health 4. That's kind of nice, actually. So I'm gonna go ahead and throw all this stuff in there, and let's go up here. Cobalt don't need anymore. Ardite don't need anymore. Copper. Okay, everything else can go in here. We are going to need the Ardite and Cobalt because we're going to need Magnolian, Magnolian? I don't know how to say it. But, so the next thing, I've been doing some work with the Thaumcraft stuff, and I've unlocked some of the different research. One of them that I did was this infusion, which is incredibly powerful stuff, and we're going to have to do it at some point. But it's also very dangerous, especially if we want to make great wood saplings. Instability is incredibly dangerous for this, and it takes a bunch of stuff to make one great wood sapling. So I'd rather get that in a little bit easier way, and plus we have to. That's actually not too bad, but there's another one for shimmer leaf, and I don't have all the stuff for the research for it yet. But one of the things that we need to make, I believe it's in basic, yes, is this deconstruction table. So we're going to need some Perdido, we're going to need a table, thermometer, and some golden tools. Not too bad. I've got the stuff for the thermometer. I like the name of that. I don't know if I'm saying it right. I don't really care. But I have order shards because of the villagers. That's why I've been kind of killing them one at a time to see what they have. I'm taking all the Thaumcraft ones and putting them over there and keeping them because the stuff that they give you is just way too good. So I need some sticks to craft some more sticks. I believe it was a axe and a pick. Yeah. So we need a golden axe and a golden pick. And there's golden axe. And then we also need a table, which is just I have another plank, so there we go. Alright, and now we need to go grab our wand and head downstairs into the little corner where I have a little bit of Thaumcraft set up. I really will expand this later when I need to, but for now, pick, table, thermometer, and there we go, deconstruction table. So that should be it for that quest. And let's claim the reward. Now, this we need a great wood sapling, but for the alchemy, I can make most of the stuff. I've actually done the research. It's an alchemy. So, you know, crucibles I can make. It's just a cauldron that you hit. The alchemical furnace is relatively easy. These vis filters require silverwood logs, and I need those filters in order to make the alchemical construct and the alimic, and there was also the centrifuge I need silverwood for, but I don't have access to silverwood yet. So how's this doing, by the way? Oh wow, I'll organize that later. But what we can do, and I did this before, is we're going to trade with a peck and hope that we get something. I want to go over this chest. Put him in there. How's this doing? Good bit of stuff. Let's really quickly check on, go with the flow. How is our sewage? 80%. So hopefully by the next episode we'll be close to that. And I've been doing this as well. That's going to take a while though. And then bees. I've been messing with bees. I keep getting extra nobles. Hey, I got an extra imperial as well. Forest. I haven't really been doing much with their actual like inventories, but it's enough for me to just kind of pull the stuff from them. Let's take the heart. Let's get greater reward back. I don't want these colored bricks. And now I'm going to take some gold blocks and just keep a bit of gold on me. And then I want to get rid of basically everything in my inventory. But I'm going to keep it kind of separate from all the other stuff just because I don't want to deal with trying to get figure out what I'm missing and everything. So let's see if we can't get a... Actually, let's just move this stuff. and shift click some of this stuff. I'll keep my food, but other than that, that's all I need. Oh, I do need pick and some blocks, because I want to close myself off with this guy. So, as you guys saw last time, let's just do that. I have in here a peck, and I can trade with him. He's greedy tonight. Oh, I need to put it in there. Speed potion, gas tier, that's nice. Ooh. Some Thaumcraft boots. Another potion. Gold, gold. More boots. Gunpowder, strength. Okay, now I hope that if I put him back, I think he's angry at me. So, let's go and put all this stuff back. Bunch of just random stuff. And let's get a different guy. So let's pull the Blizz out, and let's put the Peck Forager, and let it spawn a couple. Hopefully they're not mad at me. The guy with the axe is the one I want. So what I want to do is get out of here. Wow, he drops a lot of random stuff. So what I want to do is I want to try to get one of the Peck Foragers. Let's just throw that in there. Let's grab our plastic boots. I'll put that in there. Wow, I got a lot of stuff. I think he picked it all up, actually, but I don't know. Just throw that in there. So, what I want to do is I want to pick up my grinder over here. It's on the inside. Let's put the conveyor belt back. It's in here. Alright, and let's wait for a minute. It's gonna spawn a lot of these guys, and I think that's the one I want. So if I put, so I believe this is a forager, so I'm just gonna keep those guys in there, and let's see if he won't give me what I want. Because I think the one I had was like a hunter or something, so I was getting more of the can I talk to you yet? Nope. How many gold are you gonna want? There, take it all. There we go. Alright, now I can trade with you. Great wood sapling. See if we can't get a few more. And then all these native clusters, I don't really care too much about. God, speed potions. She can give me a silver wood. Ooh, blaze rod, that's kind of nice. Alright, and now you get to go back in the wall. Awesome, so we have the silver wood, the great wood sapling, and that means we can complete the quest, and we should be able to get the, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. You're a wizard. Manual submit. So we're gonna get all that. I don't really care about the wood golem. I'm gonna take the green heart canister. Or not. I don't know why I can't. Oh, my inventory's full. Just throw a bunch of this stuff. Cinnabar. I'll organize this later. But for right now, I just want to get rid of all this stuff. Let's go put the grinder back. And we'll claim the reward, and then we'll be able to start growing. There we go. So that is actually a full heart. We've got 3 great wood saplings. We got a silver wood sapling, which is incredibly useful. We got a green heart canister, and we have a greater reward bag. Hey, that's actually kind of nice. I needed that kind of stuff. Let's just throw all that in there. So now I can grow some silverwood trees, and hopefully I'll get saplings from them. I'm tempted to I don't know if a grafter from I zoomed in on my map at some point. I don't know if a grafter from forestry will work on Thaumcraft stuff, but there might be something similar. So that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know it went a little long, but we got some magical stuff done, and yeah, we just got to wait on that kind of stuff to finish up and do some other automation type stuff. So hopefully some of this stuff will kind of speed by a little bit. We've got so much cobblestone, which is nice. You can probably put more sand in there. Anyways, I'm going to do some stuff off camera, and hopefully I'll have something interesting ready for the next episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Bye!